Get in the face of these lames to prove these niggas puss. I'm hater proof. My goons in your hood, they leave your neighbor shook. I'm like a tailored suit.
What up, y'all?
These niggas off the rap.
Mr. Von Sweatbox, Mr. Von Channel Sweatbox, we back, we live, we active. Yes, we back. I know I've been away for like a week, probably almost longer than a week. Editing problems went down. Took a minute to get things restored back to order. But we are back to order, and we are back with the content. And today, gotta talk about the NBA playoffs. Missed the start of them, wasn't able to give you a season wrap-up or a playoff preview because of the editing problems, but I'm here to give you some playoff talk. We're a week into the playoffs, and man, well, first of all, we already got our first team. Excuse me. We already got our first team sent fishing, like the guys at TNT like to say, and that would be the Indiana Pacers. And I want to talk about the Indiana Pacers. This series was interesting for most of the things that happened off the court in post-game interviews, mostly from Paul George, talking about how his teammates needed to step it up. They got swept, by the way, 4-0, just in case you didn't know. I mean, the Cavs just are a better team. It sucks for Paul George because I'm a huge Paul George fan. But, yeah, they didn't stand much of a chance. What did you expect? So they're already gone. Let's talk about Boston and Chicago. Boston came out. First of all, let's start the story off by saying, if you guys do not know, I'm up here in Tacoma. I live in Tacoma, Washington, the same city that Isaiah Thomas is from. So the city stands with Isaiah. Let's just be clear, everybody knows that. Everybody in Tacoma knows that the city stands with Isaiah. And I'm gonna leave it at that. We with you, boy. So the Celtics came out and dropped both of their home games to the Bulls to start that series, and everybody was on the ropes, and it was just, oh, what's happening in Boston? Isaiah doesn't have any help, yada yada yada. In those first 2 games, Rondo played some really good ball. I mean, it was some of the best Rondo we've seen since his Boston days. I mean, the irony that he was playing against Boston, of course, so he wants to show out. And so this was a really good start for Chicago. Then Rondo goes down with injury. Bam, Rondo's out. Next 2 games in Chicago. Boston wins them both. And the series is now tied 2-2. It's going to be a very interesting series to close out. I think it might be the most interesting series. Out west, Golden State's handling business over Portland like we expected. No surprise there. Steve Kerr has Kevin Durant got injured again, so he sat out the last game, and he's going to sit out the next game. Calf strain, so that's something to keep an eye on. The rest of the guys are just doing what Golden State does, putting up good numbers, shooting the ball well, playing good defense. So what else? Let's talk San Antonio, Memphis. San Antonio, Memphis, that series is tied 2-2. Mike Conley and Kawhi Leonard put on a show the other night in an overtime victory for Memphis. This is turning into a good series, and for some reason, Memphis always does match up well against San Antonio. Aging Zach Randolph, the Gasol brothers going at it, Powell in San Antonio, Mark in Memphis, Kawhi Leonard, Mike Conley, Tony Parker. This is a good series. Mike Conley is showing everybody why he's worth $125 million. I think it was $125 million. Yeah. So good for you, Conley. I like Conley. He's a really good player, and so is Kawhi Leonard. This is a good series, but it's tied up 2-2. It's tied up 2-2 right now. So Utah and the Clippers also tied up 2-2 after Utah won a close one. Man, as much as I like Chris Paul, and I like Chris Paul a lot, he hasn't won anything yet, man. So we're going to pump the brakes on all this talk about Chris Paul being this and that. I like him a lot. Very good player, but he hasn't won yet. Blake Griffin's out for the rest of the playoffs with an injury. The Clippers once again find themselves hobbled by injuries. It's the story for them every year in the playoffs. Is one of their key players gets hurt, and that's the reason why they can't get it done. So we'll see what happens. They're still in it. There's still series tied at 2 games apiece. Houston 3-1 over Oklahoma City. Two teams that I despise. I don't really care who wins. I actually wanted to see Oklahoma City win this one, but looks like they're not going to get it done. They had a shot. They needed to win last night, and they came up short. Westbrook doesn't have any help. What do you want me to say? He doesn't have any help, and he makes bad decisions in crucial moments, and he needs to shoot better. He needs to shoot a better percentage. To take that many shots, you got to shoot a better percentage, bro. He took 40 something shots the other game. If you're gonna take, no, if it was over, if it was 50, it might have been 50. I don't remember. He took a lot. If you're gonna take that many, if you're gonna take over 40 shots, you better put up 70 points, son, and shoot a high percentage. So, yeah, playoffs, very interesting first week. First round is still going on. Only one team's been eliminated. Shouts out to the Pacers for going fishing. I'm gonna try to keep these going on. So I know I got a lot that I have to cover. I didn't even really talk about Washington and Toronto. They're not even playing each other. And Atlanta. And so I'm sorry, I can't. There's a cat meowing in the background. But anyway, I just wanted to put this up to make sure y'all know that we back. NBA playoff edition. I'm gonna keep it coming. It's your boy, Mr. Vaughn. Until next time, you know how we do. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Until next time, peace.
Mr. Vaughn. Sweatbox. Let's go. We celebrating on this one, baby.
This is our celebration.
Motivate a whole team like I'm Coach Boone. Put me over.